Hey gardeners, today's video we are going to be making a DIY herb drying rack. I've checked out a couple of drying racks on Amazon and they're decently priced, around $19-20, and they get up to $30-40. So I wanted to see if I can make one and out of just simple everyday stuff we have in the house. So that's this made. I'm going to go forward with making that in this video, and I have a nail gun, drill, and a staple gun is what it took, and paracord, wood. You could even use a little picture frame, a wooden one preferably, and fence. I use this that I use in my garden, but you can use chicken wire. You could even just have the frame and run string across it and just have it tightly pulled. But yeah, that is today's video. I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so I'm just taking these scrap pieces of wood I cut to make this frame, and I'm going to use my brad nail gun to just kind of hold them together, or nail them together. Cut it in, and anybody who is looking for some cheap tools that are good for just your DIYer, Ryobi makes some amazing tools. Well, now I'm taking my drill and I'm just pre-drilling 4 holes for the hanging mounts. Makes it so that you don't strip the wood open. A lot of times if you just force a screw in there, it'll split that wood and then you have to start over. That's not very fun. Learn from my mistakes. Pre-drill your holes. This is just leftover fence I've had laying around in my garden and from other projects, and so a perfect piece to not waste and just cut to shape. And little bolt cutters, they cut right through. Just trying to get it centered. And then right here I'm cutting off the corners so that they can bend around the frame nicely. Just like that. And then make sure your pre-drilled holes are facing upward when you put this down. And my OCD is kicking in. Just kind of slightly bending the wire to start holding its place. Good old handy dandy staple gun. I just noticed that my wires were a little too long, and my luck, for some stupid reason, I'll reach up there and scrape my finger on that long wire, so I just decided to cut it off. Now we're ready. And now that I'm going through this, I need to speed this up a little bit. Get all 4 sides nicely secured. impact drill. I'm just securing my little hanging mounts, which again you can use anything. You can even just tie cord or paracord directly to the wood frame. I was just using those because I had them. They're actually they go behind canvas art so that you can hang it on the wall. Here I'm just taking a little bit of small paracord, and I thought that you could see what I was doing when I braided this, but you couldn't, so I just fast forward through it. But all I did was a cobra braid or a macrame braid, and then I used a lighter to melt the ends so that they wouldn't come undone. The nylon cord just melts real easy, and you could just tap it with the edge of the lighter to flatten it in. Just try really hard not to burn yourself. And then we're gonna speed right through the rest of this. It's the same thing 4 times. Also, if you don't want to use paracord, you could use something like chain. I mean, there's just wire, just straight wire. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just getting your little dry rack built. And again, my OCD kicked in. I didn't want to eyeball it, so I measured. And I can put in my my brad gun in there, brad nailer, so that it can help hold it down. Which is a little lightweight. Again, thought that you could see what I was doing. And cobra braid all over again. And voila. It hangs. Well, now we got her done, and check that out. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.